my stylish friends, and welcome back to Sewing Haven. I'm so excited to share something truly elegant and timeless with you today. Let's start with the star of the day, the trench coat, a forever classic and a true symbol of modern sophistication. This design blends minimal classic with elevated workwear, striking the perfect balance between timeless tailoring and contemporary elegance. And the best part, no matter what fabric or color you choose, it always looks stunning. SF. Unlike traditional military-style trenches, this modern version focuses on clean lines, a soft structure, and beautifully refined tailoring. The perfect choice for modern, confident women who love minimalism, lightness, and precision in every stitch. This is a Midi trench coat designed to fall gracefully at mid-calf length, right between the knee and the ankle. It's one of the most elegant and versatile lengths in international fashion, offering that perfect balance between modern sophistication and everyday practicality. You can easily style it with boots, heels, or even flats, making it a timeless choice for both classic and contemporary wardrobes. The trench coat is a true classic, a timeless piece that never leaves the fashion scene. Season after season, it keeps its place among the most elegant and versatile wardrobe essentials. Classic trench coat colors like khaki, beige, cream, and black always remain stylish and effortlessly sophisticated. When it comes to fabrics, today's trend focuses on materials that are both water-resistant and refined in texture, keeping that balance between function and luxury. And there's something new, a growing shift toward innovative and sustainable textiles, bringing a modern touch to this forever classic piece. My stylish friend, where are you watching from? I'd really love to know where in the world you're joining me from. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video with your sewing friends. Tell me, what kind of tutorial would you love to see next? And of course, check out the playlists. There's a whole world of fashion and pattern making waiting for you. For the front facing of this trench coat, we'll design it wide enough so that the double-breasted buttons are sewn directly onto the facing. These dotted lines mark the facing area. When you're cutting the fabric, start by taking a copy of the full front pattern, then separate it along the dotted line. This will give you the facing pattern. It's a simple but important step to make sure your trench coat keeps that professional, structured look. Here's a really important tip for you, especially if you're using the basic bodice pattern I shared in one of my previous tutorials. To make your fit more comfortable, add about 1/2 centimeter, roughly one size up, at the shoulder and upper back area, and around 1.5 to 2 centimeters of extra ease along the side seams. It's a small adjustment, but it makes a huge difference in how nicely your coat sits on the body. And here's another key point. When marking the position of your top button, place it about 3 to 4 centimeters above the waistline. That way, when you tie your belt, the button won't get covered or pull on the fabric, and your trench coat will keep its clean, elegant shape. It's a tiny change, but it truly makes your final piece look neater, better tailored, and more professional. For a truly luxurious styling tip, pair a neutral trench coat with soft, tonal layers underneath, like a silk cream blouse and beige tailored trousers. This monochrome base instantly makes your outfit look more expensive, elegant, and effortless. It's one of those timeless tricks European fashion influencers swear by. As for the trench coat color, go for something warm and refined like camel, light taupe, or sand beige. These tones blend beautifully with the creamy palette underneath and give you that soft, high-end look. Now, if you'd like to add a vertical dart at the back, make sure to reduce it by about 1.5 centimeters. That'll keep the fit balanced once you sew it in. But honestly, my suggestion, you don't really need to close that dart at all because once you tie the belt around the waist, it naturally shapes the back and gives you that nice fitted look anyway. Sometimes keeping it simple gives you the most elegant result. Let's talk about fit and body shapes because this midi belted trench coat is one of those rare designs that looks flattering on every body type from XS to 3XL. Hourglass and rectangle, perfect match. The belt beautifully defines the waist. It can enhance natural curves or create them where needed. Pear shape, Ideal choice. The wide lapel draws attention upward and balances the hips, while the belt highlights the narrowest part of your waist. Inverted triangle. Great fit. The straight structure and midi length add subtle visual weight to the lower half, balancing broader shoulders. Apple shape. Also suitable. You can wear the coat open or tie the belt a bit higher and looser, almost like an empire waist, to smooth out curves and keep the silhouette clean and flowing. Sizing. XS to 3XL. This model works beautifully across all sizes. The beauty of a self-tie belt is that it's infinitely adjustable. It adapts to your shape effortlessly. For curvier sizes like 3XL, make sure the shoulders and sleeves fit comfortably so the coat drapes naturally, without pulling at the bust. The midi length flatters both petite and tall figures. It's balanced, timeless, and effortlessly elegant. Hey, my stylish friend. If you're still here, I know you're serious about perfecting your sewing skills, and I love that. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? Sia Butto. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss my next couture tutorials. And if you're enjoying this trench coat lesson, go ahead and share it with your fashion-loving friends. You'll find even more detailed pattern making and sewing videos in my playlists right here. Once you've copied the front pattern and separated it along the dotted line, it's time to close the bust dart right on the pattern. Next, using this adjusted pattern, cut 2 side pieces for the lining of your trench coat. This step helps the lining sit smoothly and neatly inside the coat. No extra bulk, just a clean, professional finish. Now, from the other section of this same pattern, the part that includes the lapel and the front edge of the trench coat, cut 2 pieces from your main fabric. These will form the front facing, which gives your coat its elegant structure and refined look. And don't forget, this facing part should be reinforced with a fusible interfacing to give it that crisp, stable shape. I've already explained exactly how to apply the interfacing in one of my previous videos. There's a very subtle but crucial detail in that step, so make sure to check it out before moving on. By the way, my stylish friends, the way I draft my patterns is a little different. I always add the seam allowance after finishing the pattern design, not during. And here's a quick tip for this step. When you're cutting the pocket bag piece, make sure to add an extra 1 centimeter of space on top of the regular seam allowance. That little bit of extra fabric gives you more control when sewing. And it's especially helpful if you're using fabrics that fray easily. This way, even if the edges unravel a bit, you still have enough room to sew a clean, professional pocket. Hey, my friend, don't forget to hit that like button. Every single like gives me a real boost of energy. These videos take a lot of time and effort to make, and your support truly keeps me going. back neck facing, cut one piece from your main fabric. Place it on the folded edge of the fabric before cutting. Now here's what to do for the back pattern of your trench coat. Use the full back pattern to cut two pieces from your main fabric. This will give your coat a center back seam, helping it fit beautifully and hold its shape. For the lining, it's a little different. Cut along the dotted line on your pattern and place the back piece on folded lining fabric with the center back on the fold. When sewing, leave an opening of about 10 centimeters, from 5 centimeters above the vent to 15 centimeters above that point, to keep that section unstitched on the double layer. Then open the vent and sew it as usual. Here's an important tip. On the upper back lining, sew a small pleat to give it some ease. This allows the lining to move comfortably inside the coat and keeps the back looking neat, smooth, and professional. Oh, and I've already uploaded a separate step-by-step video showing exactly how to sew this part. So make sure to check that one out right after this video and follow along with me. The coat closes mainly with its self-tie fabric belt, keeping the front clean and effortless. The belt defines the waist beautifully. Sew it with clean edges, press it firmly, and avoid bulky top stitching for that sleek, modern look. Instead of a buckle, simply tie it loosely or in a half bow. For a more contemporary twist, you can even replace it with a wide black leather belt for contrast. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like. Every like really helps me recharge after all the work that goes into making these videos. It gives me the energy to create even better and more detailed lessons. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. Leave me a sweet comment, share it with your friends, and don't forget to check out my playlists. They're full of fun and practical sewing tutorials. Remember how we added a bit of extra ease to the bodice of the trench coat? Well, don't forget to do the same for the sleeves, because if you skip that, your sleeve won't have enough comfort or room to move, and when you try to attach it to the bodice, it'll feel a bit too tight. Also, make sure the main sleeve pattern is about 3 centimeters longer at the hem. That's for the cuff turn-up. And for the lining, cut it 2 centimeters shorter than the outer sleeve. That little difference keeps the lining from pulling the cuff upward, so your sleeve hangs perfectly and moves naturally. to turn this sleeve into a two-piece design, make sure you're using the same pattern where you already added your ease, especially that 1.5 centimeters you lowered at the armhole. That detail really matters. It helps your sleeve look more elegant and move comfortably once it's divided into two parts. And just so you know, I've already uploaded a full tutorial on how to convert a one-piece sleeve into a two-piece tailored sleeve. It's available exclusively for channel members. You can also find the basic bodice pattern tutorial there too. By joining the membership, you'll get access to all these exclusive, in-depth lessons that help you sew like a pro. If you'd like to design a stylish, well-fitted belt for your sleeve cuff, first, measure the exact circumference where the belt will sit. Then, add about 10 centimeters to that measurement. That extra length allows the belt to overlap neatly and stay adjustable. And if you're using a buckle or clasp, it'll line up perfectly. So your sleeve looks more structured, balanced, and effortlessly elegant. Oh, and just a quick note. I've already uploaded the full trench coat sewing tutorial on my channel, and I'll leave the link right up here for you. Watch that one next and follow along with me step by step. Let's talk about fabrics, because the right fabric can completely transform the look and feel of your trench coat. For this elegant, structured yet fluid design, here are the best options. High-quality cotton twill. It gives your coat that classic structure and timeless feel we all love. Lightweight wool blends. They offer a touch of luxury, beautiful drape, and gentle warmth without the extra bulk. Perfect for a refined, high-end finish. Gabardine, a traditional favorite, usually made from cotton or a cotton poly blend. It's slightly more formal and naturally water-resistant, making it ideal for transitional weather. Viscose polyester blends. If you're after a soft, elegant drape with a subtle sheen, this is the fabric that delivers that polished, graceful look. Linen, especially the kind you'd find in Zara-style fabrics, is super popular because it holds its shape nicely, feels soft and smooth, and even has a little natural resistance to water. Each of these choices gives your trench coat its own character, from classic and structured to soft and modern. Because getting the right amount of fabric is key to a perfect trench coat. For a midi-length design with full sleeves, using fabric that's 150 centimeters, about 60 inches wide, standard sizes will need around 2.7 to 3.2 meters of fabric. Larger sizes may need 3.2 to 3.7 meters, especially if your design includes a wide lapel or a full belt. Always add a little extra if your fabric has a pattern or texture. It gives you flexibility for perfect alignment and finishing.